let's look at simplifying algebraic expressions. But before we get started here, let's look at apples and oranges. Now, if we have two apples, let's say here, apples get along with apples. If we would put them in our mixer, we could come out with something like applesauce. They're the same type of thing. They're both apples. So they go into our mixer and they come out and they're just fine. But let's suppose that we have apples and oranges. They don't get along too well. What can you come up with apples and oranges? Let's put them into our mixer and give them a shot at least. So, in goes the apples, in goes the oranges. Let's just see if they mix together well. Ooh, that's not a good outcome. Alright, keep that in mind when we're dealing with our algebra stuff here. Alright, here's Newton here, and he's going to shoot out a variable x. Let's suppose that we have an x, and then we have another x. These are called like terms. They're the same variable here. And let's put them in our mixer and see what we come out with. This should be equivalent to our two apples when we put them into the mixer. They get along real well. And what we come out with is 2x. 2 x's. So that worked out pretty good. Now, let's suppose that we have the variable x again, but we have a variable y. Now, these are called unlike terms, and they don't get along very well. It's just like the apples and the oranges. So in goes the x, in goes the y. They mix around, and let's see what we come out with. The best that we can do is say we have x plus a y. So keep that in mind as we go through here. Only like terms combine. So now we have this problem here. Now we have a's and we have some numbers. The a's are like terms, so we can add them together. So let's group them together, and let's group the numbers together. And so we should get 4a plus 8. The numbers and the a's don't go together well. Alright, now here's another expression. We have some y's and we have some numbers. So let's combine the y's together and the numbers together. So the y's are like terms, and we got negative 4y plus 2y gives us a negative 2y minus a 5. So let's go on to our next problem here. Oh, this is Gene Bernoulli here, and he's bringing us another problem. Now we have some a's, a b, and some numbers. So let's combine all the like terms together. So the a's go together, we'll come out with 9a, and then a b, and a plus 5. That's our simplified expression. This is John Bernoulli bringing in a problem. Now notice we have x squares and x's. Well, x squares don't combine with x's. So we'll put the like terms together, so we'll do the x squares by themselves and the x's by themselves. And so we should come up here with a negative 13x squared plus a 2x. All right, thank you.